Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Yeah, I made a late one yesterday, probably just in time before the breakout to the downside. Solana is following very nicely our forecast of still lower prices. We were approaching here a pivot point, really, a decision point, you could say, because price was getting squeezed into the apex of these two converging trend lines. Yeah, like a bit like a triangle, not really a triangle wave count, but we highlighted that lower prices are still expected against the high anyway of $20.50, which was also the 50% retracement level. So from that point of view, we can see the price followed through nicely and actually reached even the next target area, which was set between $18.37 and $17.90. Below that, we have as a next target the $17 level. So for now, there is no need to change the forecast at all. It is coming down, and bear in mind that looking at the bigger picture, we're still tracking an overall bullish scenario, at least highlighting the potential. It is to be taken with some caution for various reasons. But first of all, this is at the moment the view that we had a wave 1 into the January highs, a wave 2 into the June lows, and we could be working on a third wave higher next. And we could be in the third wave actually, and that it is an A-B structure, which could result in a C-wave rally. This move up is only a 3-wave move, which is why I consider it mainly an A wave, not an impulse. So this is not another wave 1. This is not another wave 2. So it can only be an A-B and with a C-wave to happen. Basically all part of a larger diagonal structure. How these all work, we describe that a lot in the channel membership. It's very complex. But it could also be, and that's the problem, due to this corrective structure here, this could just simply be like this. Okay, wave 1 to the upside, but then this would be an A wave down, once A like this, yeah, A, B, C in wave A, then an overshooting B wave and a C wave coming down now, which could eventually go even below that low of the A wave, potentially all the way down to $10 if it needs to, which wouldn't be ideal, but it would be another scenario where we have a high B wave here. So therefore, we need to take it with some caution. I prefer to wait for a clear reversal signal before confirming a low in place. I believe that has saved a lot of people some money here, and I actually potentially made some people money, because we're always following the process. We had some significant short-term rallies here in this decline, but as I highlighted to you before, as long as we don't have a 5-wave move up, we have to go with the trend, which is still down. We're still caught within the descending wedge, but we're getting towards the end of it. You can see that basically more than 3/4 of this decline are already complete. So it's heading really towards the end of this wedge pattern. Now, there is no guarantee that it will break to the upside, which is exactly why I say that we need to proceed here with caution, yeah? There is no automation or nothing that will guarantee you that this wedge pattern will break to the upside. So that's why we tend to focus on this process, waiting for 5 waves up and 3 waves down. However, we're getting now to a point where we're getting towards these key targets here that I've been highlighting for many weeks. And we now need to pay close attention to potential bottoming structures that are forming. At the moment, it doesn't seem like it's finished. It seems like that within this last wave down, within the 5th wave, we're also expecting 5 waves, and it might only have done a 1, a 2, so here a 1, a 2, the 3, even the 3 might still be unfolding. Then we should get a 4 at some point and a 5. So I'd like to see the $17 level as it looks now. So what do? I mean, I mentioned it before. I do post if I buy and sell, I post that on Discord and Telegram. I bought down here. We had at the time a trend reversal area. I can't remember where exactly. It was something around $15. I sold somewhere here. I think it was just above 20. Can't remember exactly. Would need to look it up, but doesn't matter so much now. I didn't take that. I didn't participate in that rally, unfortunately, because I did assume this was a pretty complete structure here. So this was a pretty complete structure as a diagonal. So it was quite likely for a sell-off, but then the XRP news happened and it did that pump. But you can see we're now below that price again. So for me, it's getting interesting again to potentially add a little bit, but just slowly and only spot, because it's sort of knife catch at the moment, catching the falling knife, which is not what I want to do. But then as soon as we see a signal, which would be a 5-wave move to the upside, above initial resistance, followed by a 3-wave move down, we have a 1-2 setup. and then I can buy with a more aggressive position and a tight stop loss, okay, to trade or attempt to trade the third wave higher. So this is, I guess, the best balance of, okay, having some clarity that the price is already moving higher, but still having a decent reward to risk ratio. And also best balance out of, okay, I get still a really good average price, but still, you know, enter as low as possible, but keep the risk low. And now what is also important here to understand is that apparently, I did read it again, that next week apparently FTX are selling or planning to sell their SOL coins. I don't know if that's true. I guess only FTX will decide that. So people panicking that it will break prices down. That's not typically what institutions do. Institutions don't typically move prices. Yeah, no institution would be interesting to, for example, when they buy, push prices up artificially, and when they sell, push prices down artificially to get a less favorable price. Okay, so what they will typically do is they use bots or algos to sell with limit orders, yeah, to make sure the spread isn't crossed in the order books, and just to make sure that when they sell, you know, that price doesn't move. So that's typically what institutions do. You need to panic when all retailers start to sell, because they just throw all these market orders out there and they move prices. Yeah, always remember, retailers move prices. They are needed to cross the spread in the order book. Institutions typically use limit orders. Yeah, you see that when, for example, Michael Saylor or MicroStrategy, when they buy Bitcoin, they will not use market orders. They just use limit orders without moving prices. They use hundreds of them, small quantities, different quantities, so that people don't even notice it's them, right? That is typically what happens. And FTX as an exchange, they will have the means of doing that. Okay, so I would not panic that they will push prices down. If anybody here moves prices down, it's retail. Yeah, this is not FTX dumping their coins. What else to highlight here? Now, that doesn't mean that institutions couldn't move prices. Of course, if they want to, they can, but there's no point where FTX would do that at this point, unless they are really, really dumb, which I hope they are not, but you can never rule that out. But why would they push prices down? Yeah, they will rather stretch this out over several days, small orders, just above the, you know, the price basically, okay, to make sure that people who buy will just fill those positions and then buy it off them step by step. So it might prevent the price from moving higher until these positions are all filled. But then at some point when they're all filled, then, you know, it can move higher. So maybe it takes, maybe when all these positions of the FTX exchange are sold, I didn't follow that, to be honest, how much it is or whatever, then prices potentially move higher, because they will introduce a bit of a sell wall, I guess, there, right? But again, they will just put those smaller quantities onto the market. It's not like, okay, you know, we've got, I don't know how much or how many coins. We're going to put them now all out there, market order, push price down. And yeah, it's not going to happen. Yeah, typically not. Yeah, that's my update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Today at 5 p.m. UTC, we've got our member live stream. If you're not a member, you can check that out. Links in the video description. And it's all about, we always cover an educational topic. As a channel member, you also get access to our Discord and Telegram servers, chat rooms, educational material about Elliott Wave and trading and much more. And as a gold member, you get even more short-term market updates. That's my update. Hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy the Sunday. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.